Well, we've been talking about Bitcoin mining, Betty, of course, and a lot of focus on some of these mainstream cryptocurrencies, right? Like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. Well, now making waves is a new cryptocurrency called NEO, which is now the world's 12th largest cryptocurrency with a market value of $7.5 billion. Joining us now from Shanghai is the co-founder of NEO, Da Hongfei. Hongfei, thank you so much for joining us. And we were just talking to our analyst in Beijing about the regulations we have seen in the cryptocurrency world. Really has been stifled by Chinese regulators. One day it's banning ICOs to discouraging mining. How did NEO circumvent and sidestep some of these crackdowns?
I think the regulation is okay to us. You know, the market had been very crazy, very hot for the past few months or half a year. So I think it's time for regulators to step in to regulate the industry.
So we've already seen some Chinese miners leave the country just to circumvent these new rules. Do you foresee more of this regulatory scrutiny?
I think the regulation is already very strict. I don't see any more strict regulations coming. The miners are leaving because they are subsidized by some local governments for mining by claiming that they are doing cloud computing or similar things. But now the local governments are cutting those subsidies. So I think I don't expect more strict regulations coming.
The structure of NEO, tell us a bit more about that, because it is very different from Bitcoin's, and in fact, against a lot of these libertarian ideals of transparency and an open network. It's the NEO Council that essentially controls everything. How does it all work, and what do you oversee exactly?
Yeah, the fundamental difference is the design philosophy. When we design NEO, we didn't, censorship resistance is not our first goal. So we are designing a financial system that can serve the financial services. So the consensus mechanism is very different. Bitcoin or Ethereum use proof of work by mining, but we use a consensus mechanism called DBFT or delegated BFT. It's perfect for financial transactions because when you get a confirmation in a few seconds, it's confirmed. You don't need to wait for 6 confirmations or things like that. So that's the key difference between NEO and other blockchains.
So how do you feel about all the speculation going on right now, Hongfei, in cryptocurrencies?
Yeah, it's a very speculative market. Somebody claim that it's the biggest bubble in human history. I think we need to separate asset bubble with technology. It is possible that there are bubbles with those tokens, those cryptocurrencies, but I do think there is a huge potential for blockchain technology in China or across the world, and I think the technology will change the human being very fundamentally.
You know, I hear that a lot, which is the technology is certainly solid and legitimate, but some of the cryptocurrency speculation is not. Do you think that, for instance, your own cryptocurrency is being powered by speculative money? And if so, should it be, are you concerned that there's going to be a crash in NEO coins?
I think it's possible there will be a crash in the market, in the whole crypto market. I have been in this industry for more than 6 years, so we've seen a lot of crashes. It's normal, and every time after the crash, if a project, a team is really focused on technology, they will recover. I also like to add that NEO Council is not controlling everything. We are in a process of decentralization. So NEO Council is like the parent to look after the project for the next few years, but eventually it will be fully decentralized.
Like Bitcoin, essentially.
Yes, like Bitcoin, like other projects, it will be we need to seek the balance between centralization or efficiency and decentralization.
But Hongfei, I think there's also some maybe critiques you might call it about the Neo Council and these Neo coins and cryptocurrency and these essentially, who I know you say it doesn't control the market, but how much does the Neo Council own? Give us some more clarification because it does seem quite opaque.
Yeah. It's transparent. It's completely transparent. Neo Council reserved 50% or half of the total supply of Neo tokens, and we are using these tokens to foster the ecosystem. We are paying developers. We are organizing events with these tokens to do good things to the project. So we're not controlling everything, or we don't own the tokens. We are just using them.
Hongfei, you say you could build a better blockchain than Ethereum with these so-called smart contracts. What's the ultimate goal here?
The ultimate goal is with our logo. It says Neo Smart Economy. So Neo is an open network or open or public blockchain for smart economy. I imagine in the future the economy will be smart because as of today the cost of trust is so high. We're paying lawyers, we're paying governments, we're paying different professionals to build trust between trading parties. But we believe with blockchain technology, with Neo, in the future, the cost of trust will be minimized.
And just with the name itself, I mean, there was so much hype going on when you used to be called Ant Shares, and then you changed your name just recently. Why the change, Hongfei?
Yeah, there are some brand confusion between Ant Shares and like a giant financial service like Ant Financial. I've been asked numerous times what's the relationship between Ant Shares and Ant Financial. And also there's another brand, action camera brand, competing with GoPro called Xiaoyi, the same Chinese name with us. So we decided to do a rebranding. And the rebranding is quite successful. It caught the attention from Western crypto community. They found out the project like a well-kept secret, and they found out the technology is really solid. The design is quite different from other blockchains, and a lot of things other blockchains are planning to do had already been implemented by us. So they are trading their Bitcoin and Ethereum and other tokens into Neo tokens.
And Hongfei, just a few months ago, we were talking about some, I guess you could call them mainstream cryptocurrencies now, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Ripple. Neo is certainly in the middle of that pack right now, but below you, I mean, I think there's like thousands of new cryptocurrencies out there now. What do you make of these new coins out there? Does it actually hurt or help the market?
It depends. If the project, the coin is the token, is the team behind it is really focused on some fundamental technology, I would say it's beneficial to the market, to the industry. But if it's a hype and dump vehicle, I would say it's really bad.
Hongfei, just really quickly,
and
though.
I believe.
Just really quickly, Hongfei, we only have a
Yeah,
few more seconds. What do you say, though, to those critics who say Bitcoin cryptocurrency is a complete fraud and it's just a vehicle for money laundering?
I think anything can be used for bad purpose, but we need to look at the positive sides. I still believe blockchain technology has a huge potential to change the future of human society. So please focus on the technology.